Hello, I'm Eric with FTC Team 3763 out of Edina, Minnesota, and this video will be talking about how to use the color detection in the Limelight 3A for FTC. So if you don't know how to set up the Limelight already, you can watch my previous video on how to do that, but I can really quickly walk through what you'll want to do. So you'll want to plug in your Limelight and then click Open Web UI, and then pull up this. So, as you know, once it pops up, click Ignore Web Tables and set the pipeline to whatever you think should be just a test pipeline, one you're not really going to use. You can use 9, which is one that if you're going through numerically, you'll probably won't end up using, but just one that you can test a couple of things out, nothing that's really permanent. So what you want to do is first make sure the pipeline type is set to color and retroreflective. This is actually telling the vision sensor what it wants to be recognizing for. And then source type camera, the resolution, this is just recommended to set at 640 by 480. It can be set higher or lower. 320 by 240 is also an option. Really, you just don't want to be bottlenecking it and making it either too little frames or not being able to update fast enough. So once you do that, you can go into advanced, this or exposure. So the exposure will turn up, right? The exposure, make it a little bit more realistic to life. And then this is recommended to set a little bit low because it can get confused. The sensor can get confused if it's set too high. Black level offset should be set as low as possible. Sensor gain should be around 6, and then red and blue balance should just be whatever it's at. So once you get that done, go over to threshold, holding, and you'll want to take out whatever object you're detecting. This is, let's say I'm going to use the yellow game element from this year, and place it in front of you. So, right, this is what the camera, the vision sensor will see, right, is this yellow. And so what you'll first want to do, for just really easy, quick, basically a basic way to have it detect the color is just to use eyedropper and then place it on whatever element is there. You can really click. So as you can see now, it's recognizing this color, and if it's not recognizing it, it's being a little spotty here, you can go back to input and then change the exposure. Let's say I wanted to make it a little bit higher, and then go back to thresholding and change the eyedropper to the color again. There you can see now it's a little bit more full. And so the main thing I'd say, if it's not recognizing it very well, is to change the exposure, because that's mostly where it's going to be at. Different colors need different exposures. And so, again, you'll want to mess around with that to make sure it's recognizing things. Also, because this is just, the eyedropper is not perfect, you can go ahead and change the range you want it to be able to detect, which is pretty cool. Saturation value, this stuff you don't really need to mess around with. One thing I do want to mention, though, is if you have a red color, like for this year, you'll want to select yes for invert hue selection, because red is seen at both ends of the spectrum. You'll need to do that to make sure it works or works well. You can also click include pixel or ignore pixel. This is if it's detecting something that you don't want it to detect, but it's just seeing it. You can click those two things. But overall, this is a really easy way to just get it to recognize an object and then get it into coding. Another thing you can do, let's say you wanted to name this test. I should have talked about this earlier. You can go up and click on the little pencil here and then rename it to whatever you want. So this has been a really simple way to have the Limelight detect a object. If you want to know how to code a neural engine or don't want to go back to remember how to get this set up, you can look at the 2 other videos about the Limelight that I will be posting. So anyway, hope you have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you in another video.